So Judge says he was looking over at the dugout because they were still chirping at the umpire who had just tossed Aaron Boone, who Boone had an epic meltdown, went ballistic on the home plate umpire, threw the gum and everything. And he was looking over at the dugout, Perloff. To me, does not pass the smell test. Aaron Judge is, respectfully here, Aaron Judge is stretching the truth, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, guy hits a ton of home runs. It's lost all meaning in baseball because of the history of cheating. So it won't even raise itself to major scandal to me if they were electronically stealing signs somehow. Well, because it's just the way it is in baseball. They've lost the benefit of the doubt so badly.
Well, the electronic sign stealing, though, I mean, that's the Astros. Like, that's using the center field camera in an elaborate scheme that end up with the garbage can banging. Like, this isn't that. I don't think anything illegal happened here, but something happened.
But why is
he looking over?
Why would you think nothing illegal happened?
Well, maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm being naive. What do you think happened?
Well, the Red Sox got fined for electronics.
The Apple Watch scandal.
Apple Watch. The Yankees got fined for
similar thing.
I just read they were using the bullpen phone to relay signs.
Yep.
Which is not as bad. But anyway.
So that was before the new rule came in, where Major League Baseball basically was like parents who came in while their kids were doing something and said, knock that bleep off. And why the Astros got in trouble is because they did it after those rules were made.
Wait, I thought you weren't allowed to steal signs.
Well, electronically, these are new rules that have been spelled out since, when did this happen, Stu? 2017?
So wait, you're saying there were no rules against electronic sign stealing before that?
It was the Wild West, I don't think anyone thought about it.
Okay.
Like Apple Watches only came into existence when? 2016, something like that.
Okay, whatever. Either way, I just think like generally they've lost the benefit of the doubt. So I see this and I immediately think, there's something nefarious going on. So maybe it was as simple as there was an expert reading the picture, but
that's not illegal, though.
That's not illegal. I'm saying it's not illegal.
Is not illegal.
Yeah, maybe it's as benign as that. But if you told me this went to different areas where the Yankees were stealing signs legit, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Well, they'd have to be pretty ballsy to do it because not only were they incensed by the Astros scandal, their general manager, Brian Cashman, brings that up to this day as to why the Yankees haven't won since 2009. He will say the Astros were cheating. Let's not forget, Yankees lost to them that year in the year the Judge should have won MVP. So, listen, they bring it up. So I don't think the Yankees would do that. They'd have to be really, really ballsy to pull that off.
Yeah.
I just wonder what was Judge looking at? Because I don't believe necessarily that he was looking at the dugout. And here's why. Aaron Judge plays for the crown jewel franchise in North America, the New York Yankees. Do you think when you go to Yankee Stadium that the crowd is loud or quiet? They're loud. He plays in front of a packed house every night that is loud. So why all of a sudden would chirping from the dugout bother him when we just went through an entire tour last year as he's breaking the record where crowds were going insane for him? It doesn't pass the smell test to me.
I have no idea.
It's like living in New York City and being like, I can't sleep, the noise. It's like you live in New York City. Eventually you get used to it and you just sleep through it. We all did it.
Well, I mean, I'm curious, too. Where's John Boy Media? There has to be an angle or maybe there isn't, an angle that shows what's going on in the dugout. So Boone has just gotten kicked out?
He just gotten ejected, and so maybe the team was still kind of, jazzed up about it.
You know what the thing about you obviously can't do the visual on radio. It's just the way he looks. It's such a guilty look. His eyes turn sideways. It's like
darting.
Yeah, his eyes are darting, and I think. Did they slow it down a little on the Toronto? Yeah, so that makes it even worse. Oh, gosh, which I got to give Dan Schulman so much credit for this because, he is not, what would you call a fire starter up in Toronto.
No.
He used to do, obviously, ESPN. He is as professional as they come. So for them to dive into this, that's why I give no benefit of the doubt to the Yankees. The fact that those guys got in there says to me, oh, man, maybe they know something is just a little fishy here.
Now, there might be a little bit on the Blue Jays pitcher. Maybe don't throw an 80-mile-an-hour meatball to Aaron Judge. That one.
Yeah, especially when he already had the signal that breaking balls coming in.
That one you're going to pay for.